Tired of your makeup not looking flawless? Well, I've got an eyeshadow hack just for you. Check it out. Hi everybody! So I saw this really cool, really unique makeup trick where they took these swatches of eyeshadow, put each one on their eye, and just blended it in with their finger. And I thought, oh my gosh, if it's that easy, let me do it. I really just want to do it and try it, and let's see if this actually works. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to mix it up, the colors from different palettes, just so that way we can have a range, see how it goes. But I'm going to keep it all kind of in the shiny area. So first thing I'm going to use is I'm going to take Candle, which is going to be my lightest color from my Tarte palette, Candle from my Tarte palette, and just like, I need a better spot for a mirror. Okay, Candle from my Tarte. Oh, there's a mirror in here. I knew there's a mirror in here. Okay, I was just testing you guys passed. I had a mirror the whole time. So I'm gonna just go and swatch that right there on the inside. So see, it's just one big old swatch of color right there. Then I just want to have like, I have 3 different palettes out for me to like figure out this color blend thing going on. So I have my Tarte palette, I have my Urban Decay Heat palette, and then I also have my Fade into Hue ColourPop palette. And I just want to make sure I kind of get a nice range of colors. So from there, because I have that nice little swatch, I'm just going to make it a little bit darker with this Simmer color. Just going to tap that in. And then I'm going to, look at me looking for a mirror as if it's not in my hand. I'm going to just go right there, right next to it. Just gonna grab a little bit more so it's a bit darker. Okay. And I have another of that flat brush that I'm gonna use, and I'm just gonna grab this Lumber, or is it Lumbre? Probably Lumber color. I'm just gonna line it up and just put that right smack dab there. More of that. I just want it to be really pigmented. Okay. And now I'm gonna just go a little bit more bolder with the colors. And I'm gonna grab Retro Dream. And I'm trying to use different sides of different brushes just in case I need to put more. But this one doesn't have a mirror, so I'm gonna grab another one just to use a mirror. Retro Dream. I will say, like, the ColourPop palettes are very pigmented, because I only just needed a little bit and it's so bold. Okay, and then another brush just for the last color, and I'm trying to make sure everything is shiny so it all just works together. And I'm gonna go for Atelier. Right next to Retro Dream. Let's see. And that's just gonna, okay. Let's try it. Let's try this finger blending. I hope this works. Just trying to make sure my fingers aren't as oily. I'm gonna grab my ring finger. This is not my middle, it's my ring finger. Just because they say this is the one where you don't press as hard into your skin. I'm just gonna start right here in this corner. Blend it out. So blend it. Oh wow, this is gorgeous. It's a gorgeous blend. Oh my gosh. How did this even happen? Oh. And that's weird because like I have dragged my whole finger through it and it's not transferring any of this dark one into here as I'm doing it. It's like only getting what's next to it. Oh wow. You know what? I take it back. it's because the three colors that were here at the front were so a little bit closer in color, but that part they like blended out so smoothly into like this one color. But the pigmented ones, they like still had their own separate spaces. Like I could see where the red is, where the orange was, and then everything else is kind of just blended out. But this is actually just a really nice blend. Wow, that's nice. It's a really nice blend. And then I guess I could take another finger just to touch up the top part. Smooth that out. Oh, that's not so bad. So we learned something today. We learned if you are in a rush and you have no brushes, or if you did not wash your brushes, you could simply use your fingers and just like swatch it all on. Okay, I'm gonna try to do everything again. So let's see if I even remember the color. So it was Candle on the front part. I'm just putting it a little bit closer. Okay, Candle on the front part. Then I had Simmer right next to it. I'm just trying to make it a bit more pigmented to see if that makes a difference. And then I had Limber. And then I went and I took Retro Dream. And then from there, I went and I grabbed Altair. Pop that on. And this time what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna blend in each specific area instead of going back and forth through it all to see if that makes a difference. And I'm just using any finger at this point. Okay, so it didn't make too much of a difference unless you look really, really close. Like when you come in really close on this side, you could see that there is a nice gradient blend, whereas this one, when you come in close, it's like a bit all blended together. It's like one color here and then the outside here is just different, but this one you could kind of see a gradient. Right now it does not matter which finger you use because I use them all and they all work. Like my hand kind of looks like, you know, when you do finger painting, a little bit like that, but I had fun. This was finger painting. So let's just close out the look by putting on some eyeliner and mascara and even the rest of the face, and let's just call it a day. I'm gonna use my Lumina Glow because it was the first one I grabbed. I'm just gonna pop a little eyeliner on there. Okay, that is one. Next one. I think that's about good. Yeah, just about. I'm just gonna take this random black eyeliner and just go right here on the inside corner. And the reason I say random is because it's literally just faded out. So I have no idea what it is. Okay. Just to add some dimension to my eyes, I'm just gonna grab my Stila mascara because I'm still trying to finish it. It really has been kind of forever. Just gonna go and put that on there. Okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna do a quick touch up of makeup on the rest of my face. I'm gonna take my Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. I actually like this concealer because it kind of brightens as well as conceal in a nice coated way. I'm not even gonna use a lot. And that way I could just touch up on the ends over there. A little wet beauty blender. And I'm actually just trying to bring it up to underneath where I put the eyeliner because blending with my finger, it did not make a nice sleek line. And at least this way it'll look perfect. Well, as close to perfect as I could get it, but... And also just letting everybody know, I did put on moisturizer before I even put on makeup, because if I didn't, my under eye part would just dry out and look cracked and cakey. But also, I just feel like it sets your foundation really nice, just having moisturized skin underneath. Yeah, like this Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer is just really nice. I'm gonna come right back to this, but I am gonna grab my Mocha from Fenty Beauty, my Mocha matchstick. I'm just gonna do right there. I guess I'll do my nose a little bit. I guess I'll do my forehead too, since might as well, since I'm here. I don't really do my chin because I already feel like I have kind of a definitive definition. And sometimes I feel like when I do my chin, my skin tone looks different from my neck. Just because of that, just because it's like this color down here, and then it's just, it shows too much difference. Even though my skin is technically matching. I almost forgot. I almost forgot I did my nose. Last thing, I'm just gonna take this, actually, I'm gonna take this Fenty bamboo stick. This is literally all I have, look. It's this much. There's nothing else, nothing else. But this is one of my favorites. It's completely discontinued. I'm hoping Rihanna finds a way to bring it back or something like it. I honestly kind of doubt it, but just gonna blend that part in. Perfect, good. And then I'm just gonna grab my Benefit Brow in 4. Clearly I use this a lot because there's no label on it. Just gonna touch up right here in my corners. Just bring that out. And then one more time for my other corner. I have like one part of my eyebrow where it's like faded out, so that's all I try to do, is just get it to both look filled. And then the last 2 steps are gonna be easy. Now I'm just gonna use my Fenty matchstick in Tripping, because there is like pinks and reds here. I want the focus to be in my eyes because that's where we did the finger blending. I don't want it to distract from anywhere else on my face. So I'm just grabbing this Trippin' matchstick. I'm just gonna go and color on my face. But you see, like, this does not compete with the eyeshadow, the finger blending that we did, because it is looking good. I think all my other blushes would have competed with it, or just made me look like I put blush on my whole face. This one is like nice and light. And I bring it all the way up just because, like, when I laugh, it matches how I blush naturally. Okay, so it's nice, it's light, it's barely noticeable, but it also kind of gives this like highlighter shine. I'm just trying to go a little bit more so it shows up a bit more on camera. And last thing I'm gonna do, just to kind of even things out, I'm gonna take my Hot Sand Illuminator. I'm just gonna put a few dabs on both sides. My nose, just right there on my nose. Both sides. And then I am going to just add one last touch. I know this is a lot. I am going to take this NARS in Laguna Beach just to give my lips a nice little sun-kissed look. Yep, there we go. So this was literally, I love my eyeshadow. This was literally just done with, as you saw, swatching on the colors, blending with my fingers, and the blend came out really, really nice. I just want to show you. So, Look at that. Look at that. It's beautiful, just all the way around. It's still pigmented, so it's not like too crazy all over the place. I will say a few things. This one I actually prefer more because I didn't blend out everything going across as I did with this one. I just kind of blended in on the outside and in between the colors. So if you are able to look up closer, or if you do this for yourself, you'll notice a little difference. It's just a little, but I feel like that's why this one has such a nicer gradient, whereas this one, it just looks blended in here as kind of one color, and then the outside, because that's where the most colorful part was, it was blended. I feel like if everything was kind of very similar in color, it would just like be flat. The other thing is, I would also suggest, as I did here, put the concealer or your foundation on afterwards, just so you could touch up that part, because when you're blending with your finger, there isn't really like any precision unless you're using like the tape. Then by all means, go ahead, color, draw, finger paint on your face away. But overall, this was actually a really cool technique. It kind of made it easier. I didn't have to focus too much on how am I holding the brush, am I pressing too hard to blend it, should I go out a little bit to make it fluffier. It was just like, yes, this is nice, yes. But if you do try this, let me know how it worked for you, especially if you're using more colorful palettes. Let me know if you have any makeup tips or tricks that you want to share, because I will try it. I will do my best to try it. And let me know any advice, any questions you have, all down in the comments below. Thank you so much, and bye.